Heyo everybody, Haku here with Bungo Stray Dogs, Season 3. This is still being adapted by Bones. It's based on kind of both the manga and light novel, and there's stuff taken from both that are used, or like different also supplemental material, and Bones is kind of doing their own thing from my understanding with the adaptation, and it's really, really good. I liked this once again. Honestly, for me personally, this isn't a knock on this season. I think this season is still very good. It is maybe the weakest season for me so far. Still very good, but it's just that the competition from the other seasons is pretty high. Seasons 1 and 2 were very, very good. And I've heard that seasons 4 and 5, like when I look, or is it seasons 5 and 6 maybe? When I look for what's like on my list of things to watch in the future, the review scores for like seasons 4 or 5 or 5 and 6 are like extremely high. So that gets me so extremely excited to see what happens in them. We start things out with the Dazai Chuya 15-year-old arc, and I think that is some of the best stuff. Again, it's kind of like season 2. Season 2 started with this different flashback arc, and it was incredible, and then we got into the main present story, and it was incredible. This, we got that flashback arc, and it was very, very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Then we get into the main bulk of things, and honestly, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. It felt kind of filler arc-ish, like when in the past, you know, you're watching like Bleach or these other long-running anime, sometimes you'll get like this filler arc where you develop the characters more, maybe the characters fight against other pre-established characters, there might be a villain or two here, and this isn't a filler arc. There's important stuff going on, but the structure of this arc felt like the structure of a lot of filler arcs that, again, growing up watching like as a kid and teen, watching things like Fairy Tail or Bleach. Obviously, Naruto is not the best example, but One Piece. This kind of feels like filler arc structure. It's really interesting in that way, but it was still good. Again, I'm not trying to say that as a negative thing, even though I did say this is the weakest season so far. I do think it was very good still. In specific, I really liked the Higuchi and Gin episode. Gin was fun, the gag surrounding that, all the characters' reactions, and I just really, really like Higuchi as a character. I've said for like my past 2 reviews, she was like my favorite character in season 1, didn't get to do as much in season 2, still love her here in season 3, so I loved that. I think Kyoka as a character kept being really, really good. So I mentioned again before when I reviewed the movie, I was like, before the movie, Kyoka as a character was kind of just whatever to me, but she really started to impress me as a character in the movie. I really started to like the character a lot more there, and that continued into this season. I thought that Kyoka was a really good character still. And when it comes to the finale, I thought the finale for this was so good. It was incredible. Good character stuff going on. I think that the ending just nailed it. Something else that I've been praising in the past with Bungo Stray Dogs that I have to praise again here is the pacing. The pacing is so very good. It feels like there's always so much happening every single episode. A lot of times when I'm reviewing stuff, I like watch through it, and then sometimes I need to look back and be like, okay, what about this episode? What about that episode? And also, most of the time when I watch anything, I like watching reaction series a lot, so I'll be going and watching a reaction series to it. So a lot of the times I'm like, oh, what happens in this episode? What happens in that episode? And for this, it's like, oh my god, all of this happened in one single episode, again and again and again. Like, it was just constantly so many things happening in each individual episode. I really think the pacing was so good. You're never, to me, gonna be bored with Bungo Stray Dogs' pacing. I typically talk about the opening and ending in my reviews. For the opening, I think the song is really good. The visuals weren't great to me. I don't know. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Again, it's not like I'm really into a Bungo Stray Dogs community discussion or anything. But yeah, the song was good. The overall opening, though, kind of whatever. I don't know. The visuals didn't, and the direction for it didn't really, you know, sell me or anything. The ending, though, might be my favorite ending so far. I really, really, really like the ED. Other than that, I usually talk about favorite character, waifu, and relationship, and I'm gonna have to look down at my notes because I probably have a bunch of notes taken on stuff like this because it's really hard to decide. There are a lot that I like, and they will go and not be, relevant for a while, but then they'll come back and have a really good episode. So it's kind of hard to decide between them. I think I'm going to say number one for this season is Mori. I really like I really like Mori. I made a lot of jokes when talking about season 2 about Mori and everything. I enjoy Mori. I think he's good. He might be my favorite character this season. In competition with him is Chuya. Chuya has been one of my favorites from the beginning. I freaking love Chuya. I would say second place to Mori, though. Third place maybe Kunikita. I also thought was really good this season. They did some good character stuff with Kunikita here. But yeah, number one goes to Mori. Or Higuchi. Like, Higuchi didn't really honestly do that much, but I just really, really love her, so she's also in contention. I just really like her too. As for best girl, top waifu, I try to say somebody different each time, at least when possible, but I guess maybe I should not do that as much. Like, if it's the same character again, it's the same character again. I have not said Higuchi for best waifu yet, and I think I might want to this time around. I do like Higuchi. I think I'm going to give best waifu to Higuchi, though Gin is a close second. And before I said Lucy, right? Lucy Maud Montgomery, that's her name. Before I said Lucy was best girl, and she is still good, but I think she would be in third place for me for this season. Now, I do think when, they're showing off her braces and everything, do more of that, because that's unique, that's different. I love it when characters have designs that are, different, a little bit out of the norm. That is good. So, animators, show more of the braces and everything. That's different. That's a charm point for Lucy. But yeah, I'll give it to Higuchi. Favorite character to Mori. And then relationship's going to be a cop-out. Relationship is going to be a total cop-out. People are going to say I'm just picking the most generic one. Is going to be Dazai Chuya. There are a lot of good relationships. There are a lot that I enjoy. But to me, it's the best. Again, maybe I'm being a bit of a simp here for him. But Dazai Chuya is going to be best relationship again. I think I've probably said that one in the past for best relationship. But it's just so fun, so good, and we got the focus on it with the first arc and everything. But either way, I think that's all that I have to talk about. So thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Let me switch over to this. Comment down there to tell me what you thought of the season and everything. I will be reviewing the future seasons when I get to them. I'll watch them eventually. So like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you'd like to help support the channel by sharing around or dropping a super thanks, that's very appreciated. If you want to support and, continue to help me make videos, while also getting your name at the end of videos, I do One Piece bingo every week with the manga, so if you're interested in that, you can get that a bit early so I don't spoil people. I just post it for members and patrons. You can get that in addition to helping support. So, if you want to support, hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are already members and patrons, to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, J.A. and the Band, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, S.G. and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pate Ariel, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.